make of this game that is going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah, expectations are high. A lot of people have different opinions on what should be brought to the game. I feel like, for all the talk about hyping the fans to turn out, we need massive turnout. You
No,
understand
we'll
me?
turn out, but now the noise be the problem.
The noise, if you play well, you go see noise. Not be say if you Jones, you could expect say we go see the hype you. I think right now everybody is still. Would I say we still have that little flinchiness about turning up for these games, and I will encourage them turn out too, because let it be that they are doing their bit, we are doing our bit, and then they meet us halfway, or somebody disappoints somebody halfway. You understand me? But the most important thing is turn out and mass noise, yes, but if you play well, noise go dey. Don't worry about that one. Focus on your performance. That's what I would say.
There's once upon a time when you're watching Nigerian football and you do a cutback, you hear yeah, you pass a ball, yeah. That sound is what gives the player. They want to take on players. Once you complete the take on, that yeah sound they always follow. Once you complete a pass and you're winning the game, you always see people shout that yeah, because now you're telling us as players and you're telling us as fans to turn up. So there should be massive turnout in the stadium and all of that, and there should be a loud noise in the stadium for your support. The thing is, can you handle the pressure if you don't give us the result we expect? Because you telling us to come out in numbers means you're going to give the fans the numbers. And remember, the NFF just announced that there will be ticket sales of 3K. So if I pay 3K, I'll come and make noise on top of the 3K. And if I'm just saying no, I'll come and make my noise. Then you now come and disappoint me and give me a poor performance. I'm not even talking about the result right now. The result can go either ways. You can see a team play the best match for 90 minutes and still lose. We've seen it happen on multiple occasions. Now, I will not come. Your performance will not be below average. You not be, if you play 5 minutes good, you play 20 minutes off. You play 5 minutes good, you play 20. So, will I be able to give you that noise you want for the full 90 minutes? So, you want me to be consistently shouting and chanting your names while you're playing rubbish for 20 minutes plus in a game of 90 minutes?
Okay, it's going to be interesting if Nigerian Super Eagles, what they are going to do in this particular game tomorrow. Everybody is talking. Even Osai is saying that they are ready. Everybody is ready. Coach is saying they are ready. Dele Bashu is saying they believe in us, that we can do it. Onyeka is saying that we are confident that we can move to the World Cup. So everybody is talking big, and everybody is talking loud that we are ready for this particular game. Maybe one of these days, Vote Sports is going to be live in this stadium, giving you live reports straight from the stadium. But until then, let's hope that our Super Eagles is going to do us proud. Tomorrow's game, we're going to talk about that again, but in depth, and what we think will happen in that game tomorrow. And we'll give you our own personal prediction about what we think will happen in that game. But first, okay, let's move away from Nigerian Super Eagles, but that game is going to happen tomorrow, 5 p.m. Nigeria will shut down to watch that game. Other results in CAF qualification, World Cup qualification, Chad and Ghana played the 1-1 draw. Madagascar beat Central African Republic 2-0. Mali beat Comoros 3-0. Tunisia beat Liberia 3-0. Cape Town won away from home to Mauritius. Angola lost at home to Libya. So Cameroon beat Eswatini 3-0. Guinea-Bissau and Sierra Leone played a 1-1 draw. Algeria beat Botswana 3-1. Our brothers, our neighbors, played a 1-1 draw against Chad, even though they are playing away. But it shows that African football is improving. You cannot just go and you're thinking that this is a small team.
They don't qualify. Nothing. You can play rubbish, you've qualified. You get, we can go and banter them the ordinary Chad. They play the ordinary Chad and this and that and that. But they've already qualified. We saw it with Liverpool last season. We saw it with some other teams. You qualify, you play your weaker team. You experiment with new players. Though they had to play with the regular players.
Yeah.
So they played with the regular players. But you understand me?
Semenyo from
Semenyo, all of that. You don't understand. I'm saying you play with the regular players. You get, move them. But the performance will not be as staunched as that of when we are still fighting for qualifiers. Look at yesterday, we were still trying to get the result. We were still trying to go forward to get the goals. Though the Chad side was also, countering, and not gonna at least let us in this game. And that also happened in that game, and they settled for a draw. But if you look at the other side, I can go and banter them as much as I want, but
they're in a better position
they're
than
in a better
Nigeria.
position to play rubbish. You get they're in a far better position to play rubbish.
They consider the last 90 minutes goal in that game.
They don't relax.
Charles scored the 90 minutes of that game to win that game. Okay, and John, Cameroon beat Eswatini 3-0. Good game for Cameroon too.
As expected, good game for Cameroon. Like we called it here on the show yesterday. I feel that Eswatini, they are still developing. Hopefully, they can put up a performance maybe whenever they meet these guys again in the next round of games. But in this encounter, there's no way they were beating Cameroon. There's no way they were beating Cameroon.
Okay.
The Cameroon group is like a group of deaths, though.
Okay.
So since they are not top of the table, they want to do everything to be top of the table. So
they are still second on the table. Okay, but let's see what will happen. Okay, for today's game in CAF competition, CAF competition is South Sudan is going to play DR Congo by 1 p.m. Senegal will play Sudan. Somalia will play Guinea. Uganda will play Mozambique. Kenya will play Gambia. Ivory Coast versus Burundi. Namibia versus Malawi. Congo versus Tanzania. Morocco versus Niger. Djibouti versus Burkina Faso, Egypt versus Ethiopia, Benin versus Zimbabwe, and Lesotho versus South Africa. So that is the game that will happen in the CAF World Cup qualification. Which prediction should I get? Ivory Coast versus Burundi. Ivory Coast should be winning that game, obviously. Now, we could not predict that one. Senegal should be winning because they are a strong side. But it's Egypt I'm always interested in. But Egypt normally they do well. When it comes to World Cup qualification, they don't just qualify for the World Cup. I don't know why. Even though they have one of the best players in the past 7 years.
It's just this last one now, and maybe it's a build process.
Yeah, even though they are top of, they have
they missed out the same way with Morocco in the last World Cup. They missed out of one World Cup to build a better team for the next World Cup.
They have been missing. Which World Cup have they qualified in the last 4 World Cup? I know they have qualified for World Cup.
They've qualified for I think one in the last 3. So for one in the last 3. So for like Morocco, it's a rebuild period. You build when you get there, when you get your opportunity, you go to a far distance. Look at Morocco did in the last World Cup, I think quarterfinals or so. If Egypt goes there, no, if Egypt go there now, if they go finals, you get. If they go finals, they've had a time where they had one of the best teams, you get, conquering African football. But when they come to the World Cup group stage, they are gone. Even qualifiers, they are gone. They are not qualified for the World Cups. But I'm just saying, this time around, they are going there for a long time. And I think if the way they've set up the team now, if they continue to play like this, they might be getting into the semi-finals of the World Cup. They might. I don't say they will. They might. It's a maybe or something. It's belief. If Nigeria qualify, do you think we'll live in the group stage? We'll go to the knockout stage, maybe quarterfinals or semi-finals as well.
Okay, our group members, Lesotho will play South Africa. It's going to be an interesting game because if South Africa wins this game, they are going to actually be far ahead above Nigeria before we play a game tomorrow. But we are expecting Lesotho to do us a favor. Even though Lesotho, if they win this game, they will go above Nigeria. They will have 9 points if they win this game. If South Africa wins this game, South Africa will have 16 points and we cannot even catch them again. So
we will not hope on. We will not hope on.
I think a draw will be. I think South Africa should pray that South Africa lose this one, so that even though that
I know they pray that prayer.
Even if this will have 9 points, if we win, we'll have 10 points. We'll have going to be 3 points against below South Africa. Then we'll go and beat them in South Africa and with 13 points.
And you now pray that this will take off their 3 points.
And they go back to 10.
If they say you don't do your assignments, if you not come in front of exam hall, they ask question, waiting lecturer teach. You get this is something we've been trying to avoid. Now we are saying if CAF remove the CAF presidents, the executives in South Africa, I mean,
you're gonna say if Lesotho beat them
first, we now win. And we now win, then you now be like Arsenal of last season. If Liverpool lose, we will now win. You're not going to lose after Liverpool have lost. If South Africa lose against Lesotho, you're not going to lose against Rwanda. What's going to happen?
That's the problem. We need to do our job first.
So do your job. John will say focus on your KPI. Focus on your KPI. If the Super Eagles are not focusing on their team right now, they should not even get close to or get anywhere close to thinking of South Africa, of CAF deducting 3 points from South Africa. Because even if you appeal to FIFA, now, I'll just tell FIFA, I'll boldly say FIFA, okay, FIFA, I'll fine them. £1 million, $1 million, fine them. But they've earned their qualifiers. They played an illegitimate player. No, only one. Maybe the full team. So they have the right to at least, if you remove that one person, the person you are taking out of the team, maybe because of yellow card, does not have a goal. Did not score a goal in the last game. He only had passes. If you might not say in passes they didn't even create any chance for the team.
Honestly, you're talking, no be our problem.
I'm just saying,
if the rule is the rule, come on,
I'm just saying,
points from there.
Rule is the rule, but the rule does not say you will take 3 points compulsorily. The rule says you will have to find them or take 3 points. And South Africa are winning their game. Trust me, against Lesotho, they are winning it. So it's up to you to now try and win your game against Rwanda.
My own is that we are not doing calculator FC.
Why?
If Rwanda, if Lesotho beat South Africa, which is very, very, very tough for them to beat South Africa, even though they are playing at home. If Lesotho, because they are neighboring countries, it's like us and Nigeria and Ghana. And Lesotho is somewhere at the around the south of South Africa. So it's basically a country just near South Africa. So it's like a derby for them. So if Lesotho can do something for Nigeria, then maybe. But it's
help a brother.
Or South, if they can even lose this game and still beat Nigeria in South Africa, and game over for everybody. But we have to see what will happen in that game. But this one, I have to ask for your prediction for this one: Lesotho versus South Africa. Let's see who will get back by left or who wins in this game.
Draw.
A draw. I think a draw is great.
South Africa win. AK South Africa all the way.
I think
after 3 of my players played there, say I should. South Africa wins.
I think a draw.
Who know Lesotho?
I think a draw is a fair draw for everybody. But let's see. South Africa is topping they are topping our own group in Group C. They have 13 points. Rwanda have 8 points. Benin, imagine even Benin is above us, has 8 points. Nigeria has 7 points. Lesotho have 6 points, and Zimbabwe have least on that table with 4 points. So let's see if Lesotho is going to do Nigeria a favor, or if South Africa beat these guys today. It's going to be, they have 13 points on that group, then it's going to even be tough for us to even catch them. Okay, before we go to UEFA World Cup qualification, I'll give the result and games that are going to play today. Our YouTube channel, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And Bellingham, JC Bellingham say good morning guys. Okay, say the VIP ticket for that game for Nigeria tomorrow is 3K and the regular ticket is 1K. Okay, it's good. 1K, 2K has for Nigeria now. So 1K will give you better small chop, but I understand 1K for the ticket. If you are around, go. I know the stadium
we will go support the club.
Since we have been playing a World Cup qualification, our stadium is always filled up. But the problem is that we are waiting for performance.
The thing is, I'm happy they've not been playing World Cup qualifiers in Abuja. Because anytime they play for Abuja, they always lose.
The one way they play, they win.
The one, if draw is okay. Draw is okay.
They win.
But
draw is not okay, man.
Draw is okay. Because they chop draw suit for this country. But I'm just saying, put up the performance.
My own is that we are always pressing something. We are
always pressing calculator because you do not perform.
This calculator FC no start now. It started in 2002 under Onibinde. So we need to correct it. This
you cannot just play qualification and just qualify.
I think it was just once.
It's crazy, man.
I think it was just once we did that.
Like
I think it was just once we did that. I think it's under the late Stephen Keshi as well. We qualified without pressing calculator.
Okay, let's see. Tomorrow we're going to go in depth of that game. Nigeria is going to play Rwanda in that must-win game tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll give you our own thoughts. If we think, or our own just prediction, our own personal prediction, but Nigeria is ready. Everybody is ready. The fans are ready. I know Nigerians we are passionate about football. We are passionate about for us to qualify for the World Cup because look at the generation of players we have now. They are between 25 to 27 years old. If you put 4 years on that age, all of them are in their 30s. The next time they will play the World Cup. So do you understand what that means? It means that we might just
if you get best players in Africa, maybe they don't play World Cup.
This generation might go without even playing the World Cup or even winning the African Cup of Nations, which is very, very sad. We have the current two African footballer of the year, Lookman and Osime, playing for us, and we cannot even qualify for tournaments like this. It's sad, but let's see. Hopefully tomorrow they will do us proud. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. King Tochukwu is saying good morning guys, glad to finally join you on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us, Tochukwu. Remember to subscribe to our channel too and like this video. Thank you for Tochukwu for joining us. And Farouk is saying Super Eagles with calculator. Okay, calculation for qualification na 5 and 6. Yes, we always pressing something. Something. Yeah, our calculator is always available when we are playing qualification. Great Media is saying Nigeria still Nigeria still gets hope to qualify. We have hope. The problem we have hope. It's hope. We always have hope.
Hope, man.
It's hope.
Hope on calculator.
Yeah, hope.
On calculator.
After 90 minutes, we'll know whether we get home.
Now calculator now.
Every
Hope on
time-
calculator.
Every time we have hope.
Because once you are going to watch ball, you are calculating. Okay, they've scored 1 goal minus these goals
Today's
minus
game,
points.
today's South Africa game will even give us more. If they say to win today, we will have more hope to go and win tomorrow's game because we have now be 3 points behind South Africa. If South Africa wins today, we will just calm down first. They look waiting go solve after the round of games. But let's see. Okay, finally, JC Bellingham is saying, please waiting Germany play. I hear say they collect Woto. Yes, Germany lost yesterday, which we are going to talking about UEFA World Cup qualification yesterday. The game that happened yesterday. Belgium beat their opponent at home. Listening 6 goals to 0. It's obvious that they're supposed to beat them. Turkey beat Georgia away from home 3 goals to 2. 3 goals to 2. Spain beat Bulgaria away from home 3 goals to 0. Netherlands and Poland played a 1-1 draw. And Slovakia, they have Slovenia and have Slovakia. So Slovakia played yesterday and beat Germany 2 goals to 0. That was one of the surprising results. And in UEFA yesterday, Germany losing. I don't know what happened with Germany. They have tried a couple of coaches. They even tried this guy that is in Bayern, Hansi Flick. He went there and flopped. He almost
that one flop.
He almost scattered his CV and he ran away. Went back to play football. He's not doing well. Something is wrong with Germany national team. But good round of games yesterday. Talking about that game against Germany, what is wrong with Germany? Losing with this, I don't even know where this guy is from. Slovakia 2 goals to 0. Who you know they play for Slovakia? No,
plenty.
Name one.
Calm down. There are plenty.
Okay,
I know some important players for this
but
side.
truthfully, Germany, something is wrong with Germany. Even though that something happened to this score. Look at who played for Germany. The new guy they bought for Newcastle. They bought for Watermed played the striker. Florian Wirtz played from the left side. Gnabry played. Kimmich played. Tah played. They had even Rudiger played. They had a good players in that team, but still they lost away 2 goals to 0.
The talisman is not available now.
Who is that?
Musiala.
Musiala is injured. One player now. One player.
Now so now, go ask Chelsea fans how market.
Even when Hansi Flick dey, Musiala no play. They know they lose. But I think something is generally wrong with Germany. I don't know what it is, but they need to start fixing up.
The problem is Julian Nagelsmann. Your midfield is always porous. I don't know how you set up the midfield. In this game now, look at Angelo Stiller and Joshua Kimmich in midfield, and you ask yourself, okay, fine, these 2 players are driving midfielders. None of them is a destroyer. I keep saying it. If you have a midfielder that can regulate the possession and still win balls back, it's okay. If your 2 midfielders are always going to be driving forward, you don't have a midfielder.
But that's the thing.
You don't because the 2 midfielders they have there were always driving out of position, and Kimmich mostly can play in the right back. So the 2 midfielders they started in that game are always driving out of position.
But I think it's still a setup issue because
That's
if you look at PSG don't have a destroyer in that team and they are still playing good football.
But they have a midfielder that can regulate possession. Kimmich is not. Kimmich can regulate possession only by driving forward. Angelo Stifler, where Man United won by. That was they're not the exposer for some kind of club. He's also that kind of player. It's just like having the same type of players. In PSG, you want to compare to PSG, whenever they are driving, whenever Vitinha and one of these person, Fabio Ruiz is driving forward, there's already Joao Pedro, Joao Neves at the back. You know, they join them move forward. He did there full time. Whenever Vitinha is coming back, you see Joao Neves in front. That's how they regulate themselves in that midfield. In this German side, yes, they did not regulate themselves. And the former goalkeeper for Newcastle, between the sticks.
Yeah, I know you want to talk about that one, but something is wrong. It's not even started now. I think it started with 2000. I think after that World Cup they won. The next World Cup the problem started. We are knocked out on the group stage. Next one they were knocked out. So they have been losing games, and when they go to World Cup they don't perform. Even Hansi Flick went there for about 2 years. He didn't even do anything with that national team. Now he left Barcelona. But let's see if Nagelsmann is going to do a good thing for them. Okay, another team that played yesterday is Spain. Spain are one of the best teams with Argentina, though one of the best teams when it comes to country football. They beat Bulgaria 3 goals to 0. Obviously, everybody expect them to win,
as predicted.
They just went there and trashed their opponent 3 goals to 0.
Yeah.
Trash.
It's trashing,
They
Oga.
don't
I
trash.
don't
3 goals to
understand.
nil.
Then score.
Away from home is this.
Bulgaria no score. Now away from home, guy.
But this
Now
one
trashing.
it pain me, Sha.
It's
What
supposed.
did they expect to happen?
I expect tactical blocking.
No, be
You're
only that.
expecting a shock.
I was expecting a
You
shock.
have been
I
shocked.
like I said before the game. I said we know Spain is going to win,
Mm.
but there are some way you set up your team and you reduce the goal margin.
Mm.
If I pass like this,
Well,
if you actually saw that game, if I pass like this, but the goalkeeper was on top of his game, the defense line was on top of their game, but their performance was not good enough. I'll have to say that the way it is.
yeah, if you're talking about that game, Spain had 68%
Nothing
possession
concerning them an attack. Just defend.
and had 24 shots in total.
Thank you.
Had 12 on target. 12 on target. 12 of those shots were on target, and they scored 3. Compared with Bulgaria that had 32% possession, 3 in total, and 0 shots on target. Their goalkeeper was just sleeping. Spain goalkeeper was just sleeping throughout
Don't
that
go to
game.
newspaper.
That's what happened in that game, but obviously are one of the toughest teams to play when it comes to club football. But let's see what happens in other games they are going to play. Netherlands and Poland played the 1-1 draw. It was a tough game. Netherlands are playing at home. Dumfries scored in the first half in the 28th minute, and Cash scored in the 80th minute to make it 1-1. Lewandowski played this game. That means he are settled with his national team, so he played this game. Fantastic game of football, but it ended in a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I think it was a good game. The teams with Lewandowski in the side, it tilted in a balanced favor. So I'm happy it ended with a draw, because if he was absent, I'm sure Netherlands would have found a way to either score more or have more options to create more chances and score in that game. But when you have somebody like Lewandowski putting pressure on your defenders, it just makes you a little bit sit up more, play better, because you know that any small opportunity, any small chance you give to these guys, it's a goal.
Well, good game. Marty Cash with the goal, and sure the fullbacks were just on top of their game. I'll just put it the way it is. The midfield and the attack was missing, because they know what each other brings to the table. The Netherlands, the Polish side knows what the Holland Netherlands bring to the table. The Netherlands know what the Polish side brings to the table. So the both teams know what the attack and midfield brings to the table. So they just have to shut each other down in the attack and let it go to defense.
Okay, for today's qualification in UEFA World Cup qualification, Switzerland will play Kosovo in today's game. Slovenia, remember the team that beat Germany is Slovakia, but Slovenia is playing today against Sweden. Greece is playing Belarus. Denmark will play Scotland. Iceland will play Azerbaijan in that game. Ukraine will play France in one of the biggest games for today's game. Montenegro will play Czech Republic. Croatia will play Faroe Island, and Italy will play Estonia in the game for today. I think interesting game, but Ukraine and France going to be a good game of football. I always like when France play. Czechia was called up, but Czechia got injured, so they dropped Czechia and brought in Ekitike. So Ekitike is going to make his first appearance for the French national team. But Ukraine again, they have Papa Zinchenko and this guy Milenkovic for Everton. I think both
Mikolenko. I mean,
they used to have this guy that plays for Chelsea, Modric. But Modric is as in suspended, so Modric is not playing in that. He's not going to play in this game, but it's supposed to be a good game of football. Ukraine versus France.
Good game of football. One sided. I think France will dominate in this one. So I don't know. I think I like the chances for France, but Ukraine, we haven't seen them play regularly, and I don't know what the league in Ukraine is right now because of the conflict between them and Russia. So I don't know. Let's just hope for a respectable result. It would be sad to come and compound the woes of a nation with a
football and
embarrassing loss.
When they can't trash them, if they play no play, when they come show, what concern us concern they fight.
No, because
if you know they fight.
Finland will win their last match. Maybe gather they gather fishermen come play the match.
When they play, when they trash them,
Men they gathered farmers to come and play, and they won their game. Why would they not complain about it? It's even better when you gather soldiers to come and play.
I don't know where they are going to play that game, but it's not going to be in Ukraine though. So I think they are going to find I don't know
neutral ground though.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's going to be a good game, because you if you look at what's happening in the media right now, everybody has written Ukraine off. Everybody has written Ukraine off, and I expect France to do what they call pure and total dominance in that game in terms of position, goals, and everything, just like Spain did, or just like Belgium did in their last game. But it's not going to be like that.
Okay, this game is going to be. They're going to play this game in Poland. They are going to play this game in Poland. Ukraine, because of the fight between them and Russia, so they can't play any game at home. So that game will happen in Poland against France. So France has an advantage. They are going to play in a neutral ground against Ukraine. Going to be a fantastic game of football. Italy is another team that's in recent years they have not really done well. Even though after winning that their Euros.
With a big election against England.
They win that Euros against England and they didn't qualify for the next World Cup. It was a surprising thing for anybody, and they played the last Euros. They didn't do well. But we expect them to qualify for this World Cup. They are playing a smaller team, Estonia, so we are expecting them to win.
After 2 games, I think after 2 games, the manager quit.
They have a new manager. I think Gattuso is there now.
He run for his life. Gaganwa, please. I love you as a player. I don't want to hate you as a footballer. I don't want to hate you as a manager. He's the kind of player I look up to when I'm saying I want to play midfield. That kind of player. Because if you misbehave, what you go up? You get. So that tactics of if you miss the ball, don't miss the leg is, and his attitude. I put them in the mode of Roy Keane in attitude in terms of that midfield. If he can bring that type of attitude back to his Italian side, I feel like they've gotten to one step in the right direction. But the way the Italian team is being played, the way they are being selected right now, I feel like it's just mostly about politics rather than football.
In their group, Norway is stopping with 12 points. So if Norway continue the way they are playing, they are going to play the first major tournament as a nation. So we are going to see Haaland, Odegaard, and Oscar Bob in that team to play. Even Nosgard. Nosgard play for the team. Nosgard play.
Sander Borg of Burnley.
So you are going to see these stars play in the World Cup. I think that especially for Haaland, I think he deserves to play a big tournament. They didn't qualify for the last Euros, they didn't qualify for the last World Cup, even though they had these star players on the team. But now they have 12 points on that group, so hopefully they are going to qualify for the World Cup. Then we'll see Haaland and see what he can do in the highest level of international football. Denmark will play Scotland. Your prediction for that game?
Draw.
Yeah, draw. This was just a pretty draw today.
David John. He's my man. Serie A player of the month, Serie A player of the year. My boys. Scott McTominay, Bill Gilmore, Scott McGinn. They are stroke. I know we say Denmark side has good players in terms of Eriksen, Chidobe Martins, and Højlund, all of those people.
Eriksen is that a club.
They can still play now. He's the senior man in midfield for them. They have these great players in their side. But you cannot take away the fact that Scotland has taken their time to build under Steve Clarke. Now he's taken himself from that position of playing Scott McTominay as a center back, the center back in a back three. And now he's seen that okay, fine, this guy can go on to do well in midfield and in attack. And he's taking him off that defense line and put him in midfield.
Okay, let's see what happens in those
games. Robertson will be playing as well, so it's going to be a back four.
Let's see what will going to happen in today's game when they are going to play every game in that UEFA World Cup qualification. I think England is going to play in the weekend. We'll talk about them tomorrow. Okay, let's go to South America because South America played their World Cup qualification yesterday or this morning, early this morning, and Argentina beat Venezuela 3-0. Paraguay and Ecuador played a 0-0 draw. Uruguay played 3-0 against Peru. They won that game 3-0. Colombia beat Bolivia 3-0, and Brazil beat Chile 3-0. Let's talk about Argentina game because the rumor is that after the World Cup, Messi is going to is going to drop his book, probably generally or for the country, though everybody is sure for the country, not really sure, but I have not said anything. But everybody is good. The rumor is that this is his final game. He's going to play for Argentina in Argentina, and he scored 2 goals in that game. Fantastic player, and they have already qualified for the World Cup. They are first on the table, 10 points at the above Brazil. Brazil cannot catch them again. But this particular game, 3-0 for Argentina. Good game of football.
No, a fantastic game if you ask me. Messi outdoing himself yet again. They say you never can tell with Messi. I think Messi has retired from international football, I think twice. So
once when they didn't qualify, when they lost that game.
Yes. So, I wouldn't put it past him continuing, but let's see. Is he going to continue after the World Cup? It may depend. If they win it, you may decide that.
If they make it go rest, having 2 World Cups. You know what you need to have 2. How many players there? Apart from these Brazilian boys, they get 3 World Cups.
So
how many countries?
If they win it, fantastic send off. But
on this particular game, Messi scored 2 fantastic game. I think when it comes to country football,
if I use World Cup to give away, you say FIFA they use World Cup to give away. Like for your mind, if they win it, like FIFA will just come plan another event of giving Argentina
How did they
another
win
World
the
Cup.
last one, bro?
Give away. But all the same, let's
Give away how?
give away. In my opinion,
Oh
give
wow.
away.
Not
Now,
so.
Okay,
let me finish. Now,
You go
in the,
explain,
let me
Taya. You
finish.
don't get evidence.
In
Okay, oh.
in this game, they won 3-0. Good game for them. Good game of football. But is he going to retire after? We've seen players retire and come back to the team. We can go on to list the 5 players who retired from national team and retired from club football, only for them to be called back the next season. Bros, we need you to come back. And they came back to the team and they did exceptionally well as well. So I just feel like this is a player who is aging like fine wine. But his results in the club side is not giving us that Barcelona Messi we used to see.
He's 38 years old.
You know me, he don't go.
Why you want to see once that performance when he's 23 and when he's 38?
Even when he was 35. We didn't see the performance.
Every year he's going to be dropping.
There are some players.
Also,
Wait, see, let me
This
finish.
one
So
now
now
is
35, you
personal
won
bias.
the World Cup at 35.
Thank
you know that,
you.
right? Now that 35 you won the
Thank
World
you.
So,
Cup. Okay, no performance.
what did he do for the club when he played
But he
for?
won the World Cup at 35.
You know me now.
As the best player.
It doesn't mean. You know?
Okay, Messi is 38 years old. When he finishes that World Cup next summer, he's going to be around 39 years old. Depending how he's feeling, if he's going to continue, because the next Copa America is going to be 41. So he's going to, and next World Cup is going to be around 44. So I don't think it's possible, but anything is possible in football. He waved goodbye to the stadium.
Never go Japan. You see this 50-something-year-old man, see they play top football for Japan.
He waved goodbye to the stadium. They were chanting his name throughout yesterday, and he scored 2 goals. In that, it's like fate. He scored 2 goals if it's going to be his final game for Argentina in Argentina. He scored 2 goals in that game. Fantastic game of football, fantastic player. If you talk about Lionel Messi, the other player that scored, Martinez, Martinez scored the other goal in that game to make it 3-0. Argentina is still one of the favorites to retain that World Cup. If you look at their squad, they kept almost everybody that won that World Cup. All of them are still around. Most of them are still around. They added a few younger players in that team. But let's see. I think they are going to play a tournament with Spain. Maybe before the World Cup, maybe before that World Cup. But let's see. Messi, Argentina won that game 3-0. Brazil won their game too. That is the first win for Ancelotti. Remember Ancelotti? And everybody have forgotten that Ancelotti is the coach of Brazil. He is the first non-Brazilian to coach the Brazilian national team. And he got his first win. He got the win against Chile, 3-0. And Estavo scored the first goal. And Nonsosman, Paqueta scored the second. And Guimaraes scored the third goal. Fantastic game for Brazil. They are second on the table. They are going to qualify for the
Club
World Cup.
legend. When I don't play 3 years for the club, you know me. Club legend. He rejects Man City just because of West Ham. When you are big, you are big. I keep saying it. When your club is big, you are big. Reject Newcastle recently just to stay back at East London club. Rejected Man City last year. They say it's because Man City did not submit the bid because of the fine against for what's it called. But the guy is still playing his heart at West Ham. They had a bid coming last summer, and he still said no. I want to play my heart out at West Ham, and he's still replicating the same thing in Brazil. Going into the Brazil national team, putting up the. It's not about putting up the numbers. I keep saying it's not about the stats. Did he score a goal? Did he create a chance? The performance, he was there in that midfield. He was bossing that midfield alongside other top players in that midfield, putting up his heart on the pitch. Is what you call it. That's how you say top player. Every single
why they hype? Why they hype one player?
And they hype the I'm not hyping just one player. I'm hyping one player in the midst of, because now just there now Messi scored 2 goals. When they hype him, my guy is coming. Cannot hype him.
Waiting you don't achieve.
Thank you.
He scored against the opponent for this game.
And he started on the bench.
And with less time, it tells you when you enter the game, even if they give you 5 seconds, because we're saying he's playing for a smaller team among the Brazil setup. So because he's playing for a smaller team, he doesn't have that array of chances to start. But when he came into the second half, he put up his fight, he put up the performance, he bled on the pitch, and he gave himself the result. It's about the performance.
How many points?
And again, kudos to Don Carlo. Because for me, I feel like everybody, with all the banter, all the criticism coming to Don Carlo, that he will struggle when he starts the World Cup qualifiers in the Brazilian side. This is a 3-goal win match. 3-goal margin. Like you won with a clean sheet. It means you're doing something right in the training. You're doing something right in player selection. You're doing something right in the dressing room.
Johnny said that he's going to bring he's going to bring in Casemiro, and he brought back Casemiro to help him with that midfield. But generally, if you look at this Brazilian national team, almost if you look at we don't blame them. Football is football. They fell from glory. If you look at from the early 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s, like they are all their technical ability. The only player that has that flair in that team who he wasn't called up in this game because of technical issues is just Neymar. Neymar is the only person that if you can actually fit in those 2000 early 2000 Brazil.
Vinny, you can fit him in that early 2000 Brazil too.
I'm talking about people that have flair.
Vinny too. Vinny
doesn't have flair, just a spaceman.
He's a spaceman. But let's see. Ancelotti beat his own opponent Chile 3 goals to nil in that game. Colombia beat Bolivia 3 goals to nil. Fantastic game. Let's talk about Uruguay. Uruguay beat their opponent Peru. 3 goals to nil in that game. They are going to qualify though.
Everybody I supported they win 3 goals to nil, 3 goals to nil. Every team I support 3 goals to nil, 3 goals to nil. It means a men day, players day. Just put up the right selection and give them the right instruction in training ground.
Okay, let's see what happens in other games today. If you look at the standing in the South American qualification, Argentina is first. They have qualified already with 38 points. Brazil is second with 28 points, 10 points. Argentina is 10 points ahead of Brazil. The third is Uruguay with 27 points. Ecuador has fourth with 26 points. But let's see who is going to make it to the World Cup. I think that they have 5 teams. So Colombia and Paraguay, fifth and sixth, have 25 points. So they have to fight it out for who is going to qualify for the next World Cup. Okay, that's all for international football. Let's come back to Nigerian Super Eagles. I'm talk about Super Eagles a little bit before we start taking phone calls. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And if you have any contribution about the Super Eagles game tomorrow, you can call in 0706 048 5853. Now, let me ask you again. This man has been playing 3-4-3 or 3 whatever. Chile has been playing whatever it is that he's playing in that team. But I think that's not the best formation for Nigeria. I think maybe 4-4-2. Have maybe I don't know who is going to play, but 4-4-2 balanced midfield. But what are you expecting to see tomorrow? What are you expecting the formation? What do you think that Chile is going to do tomorrow? Attacking all attack or conserve and hit? You are playing at home at Rwanda, so you should be talking about all attack. But if you look at it generally, they are saying they are ready. Everybody talking big, believe in us. But Dele Bashiru, Onyeka is saying that they are confident they are going to trash Rwanda. But generally, what do you make of this whole atmosphere in the Super Eagles camp?
Everybody has a plan until they take a punch to the face. Then we'll now know whether their plan was right or they need to readjust. So for all the talk about believe in us, blah blah blah, maybe blow first.
Like I said before, and I'll say it again, the result might not matter. We might lose.
I'm gonna they talk this thing for this show. When the result don't matter, we come here. They look.
Wait,
result matters.
Let me finish. The results might not matter. Might not be say will not matter. We might lose, maybe we might win. But if you win, like the winning of Manchester United against Burnley, where Burnley had most of the game, and you're winning, you say, hey, you didn't play well, but you win. If you carry a performance in that World Cup, you go collect. Let's be honest about it. That's football. So I'm just saying, as much as we are trying to get the win, let's also try to put up the performance.
Yes. Performance is
the performance is the first thing you look out for first. The result is when if you don't put up performance and you get, like John said, John just said now, he said everybody has a plan until they take the first punch. If you're not planning to put up performance, you're planning to find a way. But just find anyhow win the match. And they give you that punch, bros. Your performance will not be. Okay, you will lose focus. You will confused. But let's try and put up performance. Let's know this is the game plan. This is how we are going to run for 90 minutes. This is how we're going to play for 90 minutes. Then at the end of the day, when you get the result, you say, okay, fine, you tried. But the opposition team just maybe.
Let me say my own. Whether try and win first. All this you try, you don't win. I don't want here because look at Italy. Italy, they said that they are building. They didn't qualify World Cup. They are building. They didn't qualify for the second World Cup. What are they building that they don't qualify for 2 World Cups?
They never say it and they build.
Wait, now, let me tell you. In that phase of building, they won a UEFA.
It's like winning African Cup of Nations and a team like
Wait,
will not qualify for 2 World Cups
Now
back to back.
it's like winning
that UEFA this thing
Euros.
Just once you use
They won
mistake on
Euros
win.
2022.
And you not qualify for the World Cup for next one.
Was it 2022 or 2020?
2020 and they didn't qualify for the
And
next
they did not
World
qualify
Cup.
for 2022 World Cup. Now they won the Euros, and they had a fallout, changed managers and thereabout. And now with Super Eagles, I'm just saying,
I'm sorry, nothing wanted.
if you don't qualify for this year World Cup, last year we didn't qualify all thanks to Ghana.
What is the guarantee that we qualify for the next one if we
If
don't
you
qualify for the
next one, we'll start out to prepare.
Okay, we'll not start where to prepare this
We'll
one.
not start well.
Okay, 0706
Changing manager halfway through.
5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
My name is John from NW Safety Captain.
Okay, your contribution.
I want to support Nonso on one thing.
Okay. Please move away from the radio set
So I
first.
hope that that guy not support, so none of my midfielder. We will not support the Holy Ghost doing.
Please move away from the radio set. Let's be hearing so we can hear you properly. Okay. Okay. It's a thing call back. Okay. Call us and tell us what you think. Tomorrow is going to be a huge day for our own Super Eagles. It's going to be interesting. If you sleep, we are out, but we don't need to be sleep. We need to be awake. We're gonna not sleep this night. We're gonna be awake till tomorrow until I play that game tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Double J from Uefa.
Okay, your contribution.
Please, first of all, I want to ask a question. If Nigerians win these 2 matches, South Africa and this Rwanda, and other people, like, Nigeria is in fourth
position.
If they win the 2, and the third people that is ahead of win, so are we still going to qualify or how?
If we beat South Africa, if South Africa lose today and we win our own next match and we South Africa,
will be 10 points.
We'll be 13 points.
He's asking, what about the 2 people in between? The Rwandas and the Benin Republic.
If they win, they will not. That's the problem now. But everybody will not win all their matches.
We are still pressing calculator on those ones.
Some people will still lose. Everybody will not win their games. So they are going to drop points. We need to win our games and hope they drop points.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I wish Nigeria not the best. Another question is, did France did they call Pogba?
No, they did not call Pogba.
He's not part of the team.
No, they did not call Pogba. But if he plays well if he plays well for Monaco, the Shan don't know they play with him. He just waiting for him. Play well for Monaco and he was included in the Champions League group stages. So if he plays well, they will call him. They don't have a creative spark in that team. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Thank you from Enugu State.
Okay, your contribution.
My contribution is Nigeria is going to win Rwanda.
Okay.
I don't know why some Nigeria are afraid of Rwanda, but the issue is our player. Our player, they play ball like, I don't know why. They know how to play ball in outside, but when they come to Super Eagles, they will just be playing like, I don't know, like Inimba. I don't know their problem. But if Nigeria played well as how they play in outside, who is Rwanda? Nigeria is going to beat Rwanda 2-0. That is my own decision there, 2-0.
Okay. Let's hopefully. Thank you. They need to play well as the boy. As we have already stated in this, they need to play well. All this, they just sending long balls and Sime will be chasing him now until Sime will get tired. So they need to just find a game plan. Play well, win. Let's now be hoping that we'll go and beat South Africa at home, away from home. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Godwin.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my location, please.
Yeah, this is Leroy, the die-hard Arsenal fan calling from Enugu.
Okay, your contribution.
All these Nigeria will qualify, Nigeria will do this, Nigeria will do this. If we stop playing, Nigeria will qualify. Nigeria are not going anywhere. The truth of the matter is that we are not good enough to play in that World Cup. Remember, in 2022, how many slots did Africa have to qualify?
5.
In
Now,
2020?
5. Now we have 9.
It was 5, and they didn't still qualify. Right now,
we have 9.
They now decided to expand it to give us 9 slots.
Yeah,
and
9
still
slots, yes.
Qualify. They cannot qualify convincingly. Then you want to play in the World Cup. Who you want to go win now? Who you want to go win? Maybe just leave Matthias. South Africa will qualify. That's all I can say. Nigeria no going. You can't even beat South Africa in Johannesburg. That's just
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the World Cup 2026 is an expanded World Cup, so the more teams will get involved in this World Cup. Africa used to have 5 teams qualifying for the World Cup. Now we will have 9, and in this African CAF African qualification, you have 9 groups, and you have to be top of your group for you to qualify. So Nigeria needs to find a way to win and win South Africa. First, you have to win South Africa and hope that South Africa drop points. So it's going to be a long thing for us. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Name and location, please.
I wish you guys will see you.
All
This
right.
is Ernest Tolilo. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Your contribution.
Please, it is better we come and back our players, I'm telling you. Because this is the moment that they need us. We know that they have not been doing well in the national team. But it's not as if they don't want to win their games. It's just that our people at the hierarchy inside the glass house too, they are also not helping matters. You understand? So you go to Europe, there's no reason that time you go to Europe, you have a conducive place to play your games, you get medical attention anytime they feel something is wrong. But when you come back to Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Please, you can't blame these players.
Okay.
It's not as if they are not to be blamed sometimes for what they do. But when you want to look at it critically, you don't have to blame them entirely. I'm telling you, because something is wrong fundamentally with our own football here. See, you want to if you want to talk about the clubs in Nigeria here, tell me how far. Is African countries, are they not advancing in football? I will not see how the South African league is being run. Please, see Egyptian league, see Morocco. Please, the other countries are moving forward, but it's as if our own football here, we move one step forward, is 3 steps backwards. Please, we don't have to blame them entirely, but as this game, you see that these people you want to be collecting money from the ticket. Please, this is now that they need to throw the gates open. I'm telling you, for them to encounter the feeling of the fans when they play their game. Please, so you have to be coming down sometimes. No, just support them this moment. At least no, you say we go the World Cup. We get that you say we will be straight 8 years, we don't go World Nigeria, no go World Cup. I beg.
Now me to them. If you not perform, you don't go.
Very much. Okay. They have 8 groups. 8 groups. I made a mistake. They have 8 groups in this African World Cup. The 8 straight winners will qualify. The best loser, the best losers will now play losers for the one remaining. So as Nigerians have a chance, they need to get the points very high. If they have about maybe 13 points, so they will play the playoffs and hopefully will qualify, but it's still far from us. Okay, let's take phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Naso.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Chelsea General, calling from Ebonyi State.
Okay, your contribution.
My brother, all this talking, they don't talk too much about this match. Instead of our players to focus on the match ahead, they'll be talking. Let them just keep quiet. They're supposed to be ashamed of themselves that they're having 7 points. Why South Africa is topping the table with 13 points?
It's not even close.
I'm telling you, so they don't need to talk all this thing. Since 3 days now, they've been talking to press. It's not just to focus on the match ahead. So let them just keep quiet and play this match. Our faith is on South Africa.
Yes.
We're not talking of Rwanda and all those 8 and 9 points people. Well, once we win our match today, and then play draw, one of them will lose.
Yeah.
Then we'll come back to at least 2nd or 3rd position.
Yeah.
Leave South Africa, 2nd position. Let them pray that South Africa will lose 1 match. So next match, if we beat South Africa, that time all of them they're supposed to be singing, talking all this they are talking. So let them just keep quiet. All the stars we have, it's a very shameful something that we cannot see Brazil, see Argentina. They all qualify for World Cup. We are giant of Africa, just for mouth. So I'm ashamed of them. They're just playing like a Rangers International.
Okay.
So let them find themselves. I'm not supporting them. When they want, they will today. Tomorrow match and this South Africa.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. Nigeria is going to play tomorrow.
No support.
No support. Okay, let's see. Let's probably take one more call tomorrow. We'll take more calls for this particular game tomorrow.
Hello,
yeah, good morning.
Yeah,
yes.
sorry, this is Leroy. I call back.
Oh, okay.
How many games? Maybe 4 games.
4 games remaining. Yes. We played 2. That we played 2.
How many? South Africa has to lose how many for Nigeria to overtake them?
They have to lose 2. They have to lose 2 because they have 13 points and Nigeria have 7 points.
So they have to lose how many?
There's maybe 2 games. Yeah.
Okay, if they lose 2 games now, Nigeria win all their matches.
We'll qualify, yes.
This guy book Genesis where they open the read. And that 2 games he wants South Africa to lose in 4.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not going to be that possible.
That's the thing.
It's not going to be that possible. Okay, that's what I want to know.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, tomorrow we'll come back to talk about the Nigerian Super Eagles again because that game is going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll open the phone lines earlier, maybe 20 minutes before the end of the show, so that everybody will call in and tell us what they think about that game. So tomorrow is very, very important game for us. We still have 4 more games in this qualification. 4 more games, 2 now and 2 in September, to determine who, if Nigeria is going to qualify for the World Cup. But if we lose any of these games this week, if we lose any of the games, Rwanda or South Africa, and South Africa gets maybe points from these games, almost we are out. But let's see, we are hoping that we are going to qualify for the next World Cup. Okay, finally on our YouTube channel, Ike, welcome to the show. Ike is saying, good morning guys in the studio. I beg, don't talk about playoffs. That playoff na snake and ladder. Na long thing, so okay, yeah, it's a long thing.
Na playoff last year.
Okay, yeah, now let's come on for last time. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, Ike, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for joining us on today's show. We hope that Nigeria is going to do us part in these 2 games. We have 2 games now and 2 games in September to determine our fate, but we need to do our job and hope South Africa lose their games. Hopefully that one is a long stretch. They return 3 points for them, but let's see what happens with this qualification. 2 more games to come. Nigeria will play Rwanda, and on Tuesday they will play South Africa away. Then in September we'll come back and play 2 more games too. That means if Nigerian Super Eagles will play for the World Cup. We have 9 teams playing the World Cup next year, next summer. 9 teams. So why won't you qualify? When it was 5, it was tough. We understand it was 5, but now it's 9. Come on, we should be playing for the World in this World Cup. But let's see. Tomorrow we are back to take more phone calls about that game tomorrow. My name is Godwin. Thank you for joining us on today's show, and have a wonderful weekend.
Hello Enugu and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
October. September we did.